Yeah, well, guys, I'm here right now. I just want to talk about few things. I mean, I'm really sorry about that. I'm not getting fucking recording in this shit. It is not on. Sorry, takes. So, guys, I'm just here right now in front of you to tell few things about things. I mean, I would really like to share my opinion and thoughts about the recently launched R15 right here. This is a version 3 of the R15, and there has been much hype around all over the place because we can tell that as a release of this bike, you can see everywhere. You can, if you just try to open the YouTubes and other blogs, there has been so much hype about this bike. So I'm here right now just to tell about my thoughts about this bike. And first of all, I would really like to thank Mr. Nibu Yadav for providing me this bike to get a short review and my thoughts for this year. Well, so yeah. So first of all, I would really like to talk about the variable valve actuation. Okay, you might have seen those Honda Z series of engine which might have been using for their four-wheeler categories like Z series, car series and other related areas. But they have been really continuing with that for the two-wheeler segment as well as the four-wheeler segment. So you might have really noticed the fact that the engine of the CBR series like CBR 150 series, 250 series and even the Honda Shine and what we call the CB Hornet series, you might have really noticed the robust and the refined Honda engine. You might have really wondered how do they produce these kind of engines, you know, if you compare with other bikes like the Indian manufacturers, especially with the Bajaj and what we call the TVS. You might have been clearly noticed that there has been vibration and what we call the engine noise, you know, that could completely annoy you while you're riding. So as a result, they can produce this robust engine because of the variable valve actuation technology. So Yamaha just successfully reinstalled that technology. They just mastered and engineered marvelously to this bike so that you can see the same performance right here. Not the same performance, but much better performance in this category. But what is a variable valve actuation? There's a very important question right here. That is nothing but to arrange what we call to alter the timing of valve lifting. That is called the variable valve actuation. What Yamaha did is they just altered the timing of valve lifting in the internal composition of this bike engine right here in this. So as a result, what happens is you can get maximum performance. Performance in the sense means you can see it is a 155cc bike. Even though it can travel, it can reach the maximum speed limit of 155 kilometers per hour. You might have really wondered how do this happen to this? Because it is just a 155cc bike. It is because the altering of timing in the valve lifting, that is called the variable valve actuation. As well as this bike is very well refined and robust. It does not create any kind of noise or sound as compared to the R15 version 2 or other series bike. This behaves much better than a what we call the CBR 150 or 250cc engines. And also you can see the emission result from this. If you go ahead and check the emission status and compare with the CBR, this has a much better emission results. The mileage of the bike is significantly improved because of the variable valve actuation and performance and overall. And there is a much more improvement in like to tell you, that is the RPM levels. That is what Yamaha gained as compared to the Honda series, or what we would like to tell that what they have been doing in the Honda engines. So well, in this case, most of the bikes we can really tell that if you are riding almost of all other bikes like the Bajaj series or what we call the Apache series or Hero series or whatever bikes, the RPMs are arranged in a certain manner. The peak torque, you can get the peak torque on certain RPMs, that is on higher RPMs. When you are riding the bike at a lower RPMs, you feel the bike stacks and bike feel very much difficult for you to carry from one point to another. But that is not there in this case. Because of the variable valve actuation, this bike has a tremendous ability to control torque, peak torque at very low RPMs, mid-range and lower range. So as a result, you are not out of power in any case. you get very better acceleration and performance and emission and mileage in this bike because of the variable valve actuation. So that is a very good technology, guys, that we can really use in a 150cc segment, as what we tell that in a very limited price. Showroom price of this bike is 1,25,000. So we are really lucky to have those technology in a premium, which might have really used in the premium category. So we can get it on this bike. It's very, we are really lucky. So that is my thought about variable valve actuation of this bike.